Good evening, everybody. It's Zechariah from Running for Heroes. Sadly, tonight for our second and final mile, we're running for the other first responder who lost her life in the shooting out of South Simcoe, Canada. Tonight I'm running for fallen Constable Morgan Russell. He worked with the South Simcoe Police Service in Canada, and his end of watch was October 12th of 2022. He lost his life after he and another constable were shot and killed after responding to a call at a residence. He was 54 years old at time of his passing, serving 33 years of service with the South Simcoe Police Service, and was assigned to the Uniform Patrol Unit. He leaves behind a wife and 2 adult children. So now I'm running with the Blue Line Canadian flag in his honor. I'll be doing 7 laps around the track loop at my school, the equivalent of a mile in his honor, and I'll do a quick prayer before the run starts to honor his family and his department. Those that are tuning in tonight, Zechariah running his second mile of the evening tonight to honor the second hero from the South Simcoe Police Service in Canada that was tragically killed on October the 12th, 2022. This second mile in honor of fallen Constable Morgan Russell. Once again, served with the South Simcoe Police Services in Canada, having served 33 years as a member of this agency. Sadly, he and another constable were shot and killed on October the 12th, 2022, while responding to a call at a residence. He was 54 years old at the time of his passing, was assigned to the Uniform Patrol Unit, sadly leaving behind a wife and 2 adult children. Zechariah completing his first 7 laps, which is 1 mile tonight, to honor fallen Constable Morgan Russell. We always appreciate every local agency that continually comes out to help honor our fallen heroes alongside Zechariah, and tonight helping to pay tribute to fallen Constable Morgan Russell. We have members of our hometown agency, the Winter Springs Police Department, our home county agency, the Simcoe County Sheriff's Office. Playing pipes tonight, we have a piper from the Central Florida First Responder Pipes and Drums Band, who is also with the Orange County Sheriff's Office. Running with Zechariah, we have members of our youth runners, including Jaden and Juliana. Looks like another Seminole County deputy is pulling up right now as well, and also running Zechariah's little sister, Chloe. Once again, we're here to pay tribute to a 33-year veteran of the South Simcoe Police Services in Canada, fallen Constable Morgan Russell, who tragically on October the 12th, 2022, lost his life after he and another constable were shot and killed while responding to a call to residence. 54 years old, sadly leaves behind a wife and 2 adult children. Zechariah now completing his second of 7 laps to honor them tonight. For every mile completed by Zechariah carries a unique flag, and each flag gets sent to the family of the hero that he runs to honor tonight. Zechariah carrying the Blue Line Canadian flag to help honor fallen Constable Morgan Russell. This flag will be sent to the Russell family along with a handwritten note that Zechariah wrote earlier in the night. If you'd like information on how you can be a part of this mission, visit running4heroes.org. We'll also do a follow-up post a little bit later in the evening with details on how you can be a part of this mission. As Zechariah completes lap number 3, begins lap number 4, I'm going to go silent. I'm going to remain silent for the remaining 4 laps as we reflect tonight on the life of this hero, fallen Constable Morgan Russell. We extend our thoughts and our prayers to, once again, everybody with the South Simcoe Police Department in that community, having to mourn the loss of not 1 but 2 heroes. But we also extend our heartfelt prayers to the family of Constable Russell, including his wife and his adult children. Our prayer is that this run honors Constable Russell well tonight. We thank him for his 33 years of faithful service to his community. Zachary, any final words tonight for the family of fallen Constable Morgan Russell?
Unfortunately, back on October 12, 2022, just a few days ago, 2 first responders at the South Simcoe Police Service in Canada passed away. The second one we ran for tonight was for fallen Constable Morgan Russell. Left behind a wife and 2 adult children, serving 33 amazing years with the South Simcoe Police Service, and lost his life, unfortunately, due to a shooting that could have been avoided easily. It's very, very sad that we live in a world that it just happens that every single day, not just first responders, but citizens across the world are at a danger to gun violence, especially intentional gun violence. It just shocks me that, nowadays some people can shoot at first responders, shoot at citizens, not even realizing they have a family, not even realizing that they're just trying to protect their community like these 2 constables did. And it's really unfortunate that these 2 constables passed away because somebody decided to shoot them not even knowing who they were, but did it because something in their mind told them to shoot at the first responders at his residence. It's really unfortunate this happened, and it's not just these 2 incidents, but Canada also lost another first responder to a stabbing, I believe today. Please say a prayer for all our first responders, including up in Canada. They've had a really hard time the past few months. Most of them have been due to intentional killings of our first responders, which is very unfortunate, and it angers me almost to the point where I'm almost to the point where I am crying, because it's so disappointing that this happens to innocent people. If you are part of the family, though, of fallen Constable Morgan Russell, I hope that this run tonight helps you out. I hope that this blue line Canadian flag we're sending you, along with the handwritten note, can help you heal as well. And I want to say one final thing before we get to our prayer. Both of these first responders left behind a wife and children. Just imagine if you have children, or if you're a child of somebody, which I know you are. Imagine if, your dad or your mom passed away because of an intentional first responder shooting. An intentional shooting to our first responders randomly. It's so disappointing, and our prayers will stay with all of you, including the wives and children of these first responders we ran for tonight. If all of you now join us in a 33-second moment of silence, each second dedicating 1 year he served with the South Simcoe Police Service. Following that will also be a prayer. So if all of you now please bow your heads, join us in 33 seconds to honor this first responder and the life that he lived.
I'm out with you.
Dear God, unfortunately here tonight we ran for 2 fallen first responders, constables out of the South Simcoe Police Service in Canada, losing their life due to a shooting. God, unfortunately Canada's had a really hard time with first responders passing away in the past month or two, and the South Simcoe Police Service have lost 2 of their own. God, to that small community up there and all the first responders that serve, I pray you watch over them, especially the first responders that work there. Continue to give them strength and courage to serve the community of South Simcoe, even though I'm sure their emotions are very high after the loss of their 2 fallen brothers in blue. God, please watch over not only Canada, but the United States and the whole world with our first responders, because unfortunately every single first responder every single day has a danger to being shot in the line of duty. Thank you again, God, and in Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Amen.
Thank you all for joining us these 2 miles tonight. Tomorrow, Teresa is going to be doing her first ever mile for a first responder, not other than canines. She's going to be doing a run for her own city's first responder out of Las Vegas. This is the last mile that we're going to be doing here at this track until at least next Monday. We already know that we have at least one to do, and that is the Canadian first responder who was stabbed today. Please say a prayer for our first responders, so once we come back here on Monday, we only have to do the ones for the first responders that have been added at this time that we still have not run for. We hope all of you have a great and safe night, especially for our first responder working tonight, and I pray God blesses you all.